Okay, let me put the chat window. Hi, Malapele. How are you? Good morning, Kristen. Good morning, Abby Does Hair. Good morning, Queen Kimmy. Hey, that girl. Hey, Angel. Hey, Rose. Good morning. I'm on super early today. It's 8:30 my time. Part of the reason for that is, hey, Linda Break Littell. Sorry, tripping over my R's and L's. Is the movers are coming today to take away some of my most dearest possessions and move them from Mexico to America. So the angel chair will be leaving today. My desk will be leaving today. Just stuff that I'm taking with me. So they're going to be here at 9, which is in almost a half an hour. And I don't want to be shooting this video, trying to shoot this video at 10 while they're trying to move the desk and the chair. So I'm doing it now while I still have the desk and the chair here. This will be the last day that you see them for probably about a week. So prepare yourself. I'm trying to prepare myself. Good morning, Brenda Wright. How are you? Hey, Marita. How are you? Good morning. Kristen Ravello says, bye, Angel Chair. It's not going away. It's just taking a flight. It's just going to fly off for a minute and go to its new home in America. So I feel a little melancholy. It's funny. I was talking to Ducky yesterday, and it's like, now that things are in motion and things are happening, I almost am like fearful about going. It's so silly. It's like all I wanted to do was go, and now that it's actually sort of transpiring, I'm all in a bunch of like sadness. I don't know. Like I walked away. I closed my bank account at the Mexican bank here yesterday, and I walked around the corner and I hit the Malecon and I looked at the waves, and it was just the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. And I was like, wow, I really did live for a year in a really beautiful place. And for the last few months, I didn't even acknowledge that. Like I didn't see it. But I think the only reason why I can see it now is because I'm leaving it. And so it's like I can now sort of appreciate it because I feel like I can breathe. Good morning, Tony Middleton Steele. I'm glad you're back on the internet. Good morning, Irish in Cyprus. So, I don't know how this is all going to work out. I just know that they're supposed to be here at 9 a.m. They're going to start packing stuff up, and I am going to be shortly following in the days after. I'm not sure exactly what day. I think I have to be here at least until Tuesday, and then from there, I don't know. So it might be Wednesday of next week. I am really, really unsure. So it's all kind of happening by the seat of my pants. Hey, the defoliation. How are you? Do I know you? You say, hey, you. Subscribe to the channel. I like your name, defoliation. So my name is Dan Geist. I am a tarot reader, and my business name is Engelgeist. My channel's name is Engelgeist. My business page is Engelgeist on Facebook. If you like and subscribe to either the Facebook business page or to the YouTube channel, you will be notified when I go on live. I go on live every morning to do a morning forecast to look at the energy for the collective of the group as a whole to see what we're going to be dealing with. I'm sort of interested to see. I do also do charm divination readings at night. I don't know how many of those I'll be able to do without a desk and my camera setup. We'll see, because my camera setup is going to change and everything. It's all hanging here in a certain way, and if they start taking things away, I may not be able to do it for a week, but stay tuned. They will be back, and I can still shoot pick-a-cards on YouTube, I believe. I have my tripod here and my phone, so I might do that and do some unboxing videos over the next few days just to keep you guys entertained and keep some content going. The daily I still plan on doing too. It just might be a little bit rough or different, but we'll get used to it. We can adjust. This is how the universe works. Change is inevitable. So we're going to allow change to happen, and we're going to get excited about it, or at least I am, and roll with it. Like there's that song by REO Speedwagon, Roll with the Changes. So if you know it, turn it up really loud and enjoy it. I might do the same today. So what I normally do every morning, good morning, Cat Vega. Good morning, Ducky. Tony Middleton Steele says one door closes, another one opens, and that's so very true. And so I'm hoping that this is a door. This feels like a door that I've already been through. I'm going back to where I came from in Texas, which makes me slightly nervous because I wasn't super happy there. But I think that after having been here for a year and lived in a foreign country, it makes me a little bit more appreciative of the ease that we have in America. There's a lot of things that aren't as easy here to get done, just basic things, like even closing my bank account yesterday took an hour. It was like ridiculous. So it's just, it's different here, and I'm glad that I did it. I don't regret any of it. I'm glad that I was an expat, and I don't know that I wouldn't come back later in life when, say, I was older and ready to retire and maybe didn't have 3 dogs. I really want a place for my dogs to be able to run. There's not a lot of space. This is very much a city, even though the beach is right here. And it's just too hot and humid for them. They're not like feeling it. So, hi, Mary Rakowski. Good morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the daily forecast for today. We look at the energy as a collective. My intention is I pray and meditate before getting online, and I ask for a card that best represents the energy of all of those, not only that are watching right now, but those that may come across the video at any point in time. Even if you're watching this video next year on August 22nd, because it shows up in your autoplay feed, I intend or ask Spirit to make sure that the message carries over. So ideally, this message is for all of you. It may make sense to most of you, and some of you it may not, and that's totally okay. You might be in a totally different place, different vibration, and that's okay. Try to find the similarities, not the differences. Focus on the positive, not the negative. And if you're not feeling me or connecting to the reading, that's okay. Just keep tuning in, and maybe one day the reading will speak exactly to you. Or there's other readers out there that are fully capable on YouTube or on Facebook. And I can even suggest a few if you would like. So that I watch myself personally, that I really enjoy and I'm inspired by. All right, so let's get to today's card. First, the thing we always do every morning is the 3 breaths. And the 3 breaths are just to bring us, thank you, Corey Johnston. She says, I love how you explain things. Thank you. I sometimes feel like I get a bit long-winded. So what we like to do is, what I like to do at least to get centered and really get in the moment is I like to take 3 deep breaths. Through my nose, inhale through my nose and exhale through my mouth. I imagine positive or plus signs going into my body, just releasing into my body and filling my body with positive signs, which is just positive energy. And as I exhale out my mouth, I imagine minus signs going out. It's basically telling myself or the universe that I'm letting go of any negative energy or energy that doesn't serve me any longer. And it's pretty easy, right? So that's my way of visualizing it as I do these 3 breaths. And I sort of stay conscious. The reason why I choose 3 breaths is I want to do 1 breath for the body, which is the most densest vibration that we own. The second is for the mind, which is the second highest vibration that we own. And then the third is for the spirit, which is the highest vibration that we own. And we want to honor all 3 with a deep breath. We breathe deep into the belly. Those of you that know about grounding or want to practice grounding, certainly imagine a line of energy from the base of your chakra back here, at the base of your spine back here, where your grounding chakra is. Imagine that energy attached to that chakra, that energy center, and going all the way down through your floor and into the center of the earth, all the way down there, just locking onto the center of the earth. And allow anything that doesn't work for you, anything that doesn't belong to you, just intend for that. You don't have to struggle with it. You don't have to go into effort with it. You just intend that anything that is outdated, no longer serving me, not in my highest good, is allowed to go down that cord, to go to the center of the earth, to allow Mother Earth to sort of cleanse it, regenerate it, and release it onto the planet for it to be used either by yourself or by others, okay? So it can go back to wherever it belongs, right? So that's the intention. The other thing, if I haven't given you too much too early, is as you're taking your breaths, bring your consciousness or your awareness back to your body right now in the physical moment. Sometimes it's easiest to bring it to your feet, where your feet are planted first, and then bring it to your chest, where you're on your second breath, and then to your third eye, or the space behind your eyes. The midpoint between these 2 points here and these 2 points here is where your pineal gland is. That's the center of your head. And so you want to bring your attention there, ideally. That's the ultimate goal in meditation. So if you can get there today, great. If you can't, it is just a practice, and it takes practice. So you can do this practice anytime you feel uncentered or not sort of ready for the day. You can do these breaths, and you can do more than 3. You can breathe and just practice your breathing and close your eyes and bring your attention back to yourself in the present moment. It helps us to hear the message. It helps me to get centered and get ready to hear the messages that I need to hear. And it's a big help. So if you would like to join me, please shut your eyes and just follow along. And again, breathe deep through the nose, deep into the belly, and out the mouth. Okay, so let's start that. Plant your feet firmly on the ground, please. Those of you that want to put down a grounding cord, just imagine that cord of energy going from your first chakra at the base of your spine, just a white cord of energy, or whatever color you want that cord to be. Allow it to go all the way down through the floor, into the earth, all the way down to the center of the planet. You do not need to know where the center of the planet is, just know that it's going there. And then take that first deep breath all the way into the belly and imagine those positive signs flooding the body. They'll go where they need to go. You don't need to control them or force them or push them to a specific spot. And release out the mouth. And imagine minus signs going out. Anything that's outdated no longer works for you. And release that energy completely. And energy can go out both ways. It can go out the mouth and down the grounding cord. That's totally allowed. Now let's take a second breath for the mind. Let's say thank you to our mind for being the great tool that it is, even though sometimes it gives us trouble. And let's release. Because even in worry or fear, our mind is really just trying to protect us. That's our ego trying to protect us. So we think it's doing us a service, but sometimes it actually ends up being more drama than we need. All right, let's take a third one for the spirit. Deep, deep breath in. If you can bring your attention to the center of your head, the space behind your eyes, and just let it rest there, that's perfect. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just bring it to your body, to where you are right now in the present moment, and exhale. Hi guys. All right, welcome to August 22nd, 2019. Master number, we like it. Double ducks if you play bingo, the 2 ducks in a row. So it's August 22nd, 2019. I'm going to pull a card that's going to look at the energy for all of us for today, what we best need to know. So I'm going to ask Spirit for a card for today, August 22nd, 2019, on Thursday. What do we need to know, Spirit? What card do we collectively as a whole need to see, be aware of, work with, enjoy, embrace, work on? What is it that we need to know today? Please help us with that. As a group, what is the overall general energy that will best suit us to reach and attain our highest good? Hey, Kim Dooley, how are you? I know. And hey, Ursula Pendarvis, how are you? Hi, Melinda Eichenmiller, I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Jennifer Cicero, good morning. Oh my God, that's a girlfriend of mine from grade school. Jenny Reichmuth. Sorry for using your last real name. Hey, Lori, good morning. All right, so let's see what the card is for today, for August 22nd, Thursday, 2019. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, interesting. So Buddha's going to take up the full screen today. I tried to fix Buddha before getting online, but I don't know why he wants the full screen today. Maybe it's because he had a day off. He's like demanding attention. Buddha's here to remind us of the Buddha within all of us. So I'm going to turn on the Buddha camera and talk about the card that we have today. Now, this card showed up recently for us. It's the Child of Crystals, okay? I actually kind of like that he's so close up so we can really look at it. Where is my pointer? Uh-oh. What did I do with my pointer? Where is it? All right, I'll just use a normal pen. So the Child of Crystals is about looking at our thoughts. And he was in, where was he? I feel like he's been around this month. He was actually on Thursday the 8th. It's funny, Thursday's child is full of grace. Isn't that what they say? Child of Crystals. And this is learner. And again, I'm going to say this. This is about being open-minded, looking at new things, new thoughts, new ideas, being like a child and being open-minded, optimistic, and looking into the future or looking into the ideas of the future, the plans that we have, and sort of being childlike, sort of open-minded, enthusiastic, inspired by the thoughts that we have. And part of the reason why I'm saying that this is about inspiration today is because of yesterday's card, that Nine of Worlds Harvest. It still sort of falls into that place. And also we had that card, the Three of Cups, which was love. And that says to me that, you know, everything we should be doing this week, especially during the midweek, should be based from a place of love. So if our thoughts are not based in love, we need to get more like a child and be more open-minded and use that love to sort of back up our thoughts. Try and be aware of where our thoughts are coming from. There's this darkness up here in the corner, which says to me that some of us do have some past history or some past thoughts that sort of doom us or make us feel a little bit depressed or hopeless or helpless, that sort of thing. And they come from far away. They come from like a long time ago, but they seem to be, when I look at this card, I feel like they are dissipating. I feel like the light is coming through up here and the darkness is starting to fade. And that's what we really need going into just sort of the changes that are happening in our lives. We want to be aware of the thoughts that we're thinking. We want to play with them like a child would. We want to learn. That's the card is called learner. We want to learn, where is it that we're serving ourselves with our thoughts and where is it that we're not? Where is it that we're actually, because we have that Nine of Worlds Harvest card, right? So it's saying to us, we're harvesting what we're creating, what we're thinking about, what we're like assuming about. And if we're assuming the worst, or we're thinking the worst, or we're thinking pessimistically, or, oh, there's no hope, there's no this, that's not how a child thinks. A child thinks with an open mind, with a, question things. Why can't I have that? Why do I believe I can't have that? Why do I believe that my life needs to be this or that or this, or you know what I'm saying? Like, why self-limit your thinking? And so I think that this Child of Crystals tells us that today we don't have to self-limit ourselves. We can think more open-mindedly. We can play in the energy. We can, if you look, like his hands are out, this little boy, and he's got this face of wonderment, like, wow, like, I really can do this. I really can learn this. I really can change this. So we can let go of the past. This darkness here looks to me like ideas, thoughts, beliefs, things we adopted from the past that don't necessarily serve us anymore, that give us maybe anxiety or discomfort. And I feel like we're letting those things go. The majority, 3/4 of this card are lighter colors and brighter. It feels like we're changing and shifting our perception of things. We're focusing on things in a more optimistic manner. And if we're not doing that, we should be. And I hate to say should because I don't like to should on ourselves. There's my pointer. I don't like to should on ourselves, but I think that this is an opportunity where we want to be conscious of this and think about the idea that what we are thinking about needs to be almost playful. What feels good, what feels best, what feels in the moment, and let go of the things that are from the past that maybe don't feel good or that feel like they're trying to protect us or keep us safe. It's funny, when we took our breaths this morning, I said, let's say thank you to the mind. It's a great tool, but sometimes it can get in our way when it's attempting to keep us safe. And I feel like that's a little bit about what's going on in this upper hand corner. Is those of you that might be in a little bit of fear, I'm going to flip back to me on camera, myself included. Okay, because I'm in a little bit of like angst about this move. That's my, what do I want to say? Like, that's my fear, that maybe I'm making some big wrong decision. And I have to trust that no matter what the decision is, the universe is going to take care of me. My spirit guides are going to take care of me. My own soul and spirit is strong enough to see myself through this no matter what. So that's kind of where my child of crystals would come in today, is just remain open to the changes, remain open to the ideas, remain open to the thoughts, remain open to the possibilities, and don't necessarily pen myself in with fear, worry, regret, shame, anything that like is limiting or old. Let it go. Try and let it go, or be conscious of it so that you can then start to change it and choose the next better thought. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because we have that Nine of Worlds harvest energy still from yesterday, meaning our thoughts are our seeds, and what we are planting is what we are harvesting. And that love card is definitely at play too. We're in the midweek, and that Three of Cups love says that we should be coming from a place of love and appreciation both for ourselves and those around us. We should be celebrating, and I think the Child of Crystals allows us that opportunity to sort of break free of some of the adulting we need to do in our lives and our thinking and the stressing and all of that, and think more open-mindedly and maybe find different solutions, maybe find different opportunities, or opportunities that like allow us to circumvent entire situations that we didn't need to deal with in the first place. Okay. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I think that that's a good read for today. It'll be interesting to see what happens. We do have that Woman of Wands coming up for the end of the week, so she's going to be probably kicking in. If she's not kicking in for some of you already, she's going to start kicking in by tomorrow and Saturday. And she is the censor. So, cleaning up our thoughts here with the Child of Crystals, or opening up our thoughts and being more open-minded is beneficial in the sense that once our thoughts and our minds kind of expand and we look at the bigger picture and we're more okay with the bigger picture and the different possibilities that are out there, then the Woman of Wands can come in and allow us to use our sensor or our senses to sort of pick the right thing, or to move towards the thing that better suits us versus the thing that doesn't. Okay? And I just said that to you guys, and then it clicks in my head, I'm getting ready to go back to Texas, maybe because I'm on a feeling, right, that I need to go home now. It's time. And so that makes sense to me. Okay? I hope I'm making sense to you guys. But it feels like, I need to trust my senses, and I need to open my mind and not be in fear and not be in worry, and not, also not look at myself like a child, like, oh my God, I can't handle this. I can't do this. I can do this. I just need to be enthusiastic. I need to be open-minded. I need to be in joy and play and see where this adventure takes me. Because it all is just an adventure. I'm going to end with this. It all is just energy, guys. Nothing stays the same. If there's anything that's bothering you or hurting you, or you feel uncomfortable by, or you feel stuck in, you've got to remember that you have the power. Your mind has the power. Your heart, your being, your spirit, you can call upon those things to help you to shift that energy. All you need to do is really look for the blessing in things. My blessing, and I hate to use myself as an example, but I'm going to. My blessing is that like, I get back from America, and the mover that I happen to calls me the very next day and says, hey, we have a truck going out. Do you want to be on it? We will be there Thursday to pick up your goods. And I was like, what? But to me, it felt like if I didn't do it, I would have to wait another 5 weeks here in Mexico. And, there's nothing I can't do from America that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take care of things from America if I need to. And it just felt like it was the universe saying, okay, it's time. You want to go? We're ready to get you going. And I've been praying and meditating on it. So I'm trying to stay like the Child of Crystals, be open to learning new things about myself, and allowing sort of things to unfold without being in resistance to them. So if you find the blessing, if you find the gratitude in any situation that might make you uncomfortable, because sometimes this makes me uncomfortable, the idea of losing my favorite treasured items for a week. Not losing them, but having them moved away from me. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? These are my things. This is where I sit every morning to meet you guys and stuff. I need to just be open to the change. And I need to find the blessing in it. The blessing is that it's happening faster than I expected. And that to me says that maybe my intuitions are right. And if they're wrong, so be it. I'll learn that too, and that's okay. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really try and believe from this place, and this might be something that might empower some of you guys that sort of feel like you're struggling, is that I really don't believe that there are any wrong decisions. There's just decisions. We have free will for a reason, and that spirit will meet us no matter what we decide, and spirit will give us the next best thing, as we make our decisions and we move forward. And you have to trust that. You have to trust that you're a capable being and that you have a capable spirit. If you didn't, you wouldn't be on this planet. You wouldn't have been able to manifest the body. You wouldn't have been able to have the experience you're having. So try and get centered, do breathing exercises, do whatever you need to do to sort of get in touch with that part of you so that you can feel more relief and more centered in whatever's going on in your life. As you do that, you will find the gratitude, you will find sort of the appreciation, even if it's a negative or how do I want to say this? A trying situation, okay? Because when you start to realize that, like, even if you shift it to like, wow, this is a real pain in the ass, but you know what? I'm a trooper. I'm dealing with this. That shifts the energy. Like, look at it from a place of, wow, that was really hard, but you know what? I made it through that. That makes me extremely capable and strong. So look at it from that way, and it shifts the energy. It takes you out of it, okay? So that's the idea behind the Child of Crystals, is just be open-minded to different ways of thought today. And be aware of when the older, more limiting, fear-based thoughts want to creep in and say, no, don't do this, it's not safe. And there's a certain point where you have to, and this is what I feel like I'm doing, is I'm trusting the universe that no matter what, I will be okay. And that's scary. I preach that every day to you guys. It doesn't mean that it's not scary for me to do it. But I have to do it because I believe it. So it's just funny. Anyways, I get a little emotional because it's like it blows my mind that like he called the other day and they're coming today, like in 2 days' time, and all the paperwork came and it's all signed, and it all just happened so quickly, like a whirlwind. Like I couldn't have put it together if I tried, and it just sort of boom, 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 boom. And it just is like, wow. So I don't know what's next. I don't know what's in the future. I mean, I know like sort of I'll be in Texas soon, and then I get to reset up and start from Texas. But I don't know what's going on in Mexico. I don't know how Mexico is going to end out. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. It's just like, and that stuff makes me want to worry. But I can't live in that worry. I have to live in the faith that everything's going to be okay and it's all going to work out. So that's my learner card for today. Okay. All right. So, that is your card for the day, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I may try and shoot a unboxing video today. I don't know if I'll get a picker card up this week. We'll see. It all depends on how much they take away today and how much space I have. Tomorrow it's going to be interesting. You're going to be seeing me from a different chair, from a different location. Not a different location. I'll still be in Mexico, but I may be outside if it's not dark and raining. We will see, It's all up in the air. It's going to be new. But that will make it challenging and fun for everybody. So I'm going to find the blessing in that and look forward to that excitement. But I need to sign off because it's almost 9, so I think they're going to be here. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow in the morning if I don't, post something tonight. All right? Have a great day. Thank you, Brenda. Sending you love too. And I will breathe and go forward. Thank you, Rose. And faith will be rewarded, Kristen. Thank you so much for all your kind messages. It seems like you guys might actually be listening or learning or already knew this stuff before you even, tuned in. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I really appreciate it. It's a great way to support me and the channel. Please, if you also are on Facebook and watching on Facebook and you have a YouTube channel, please go over there and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It just helps me to build subscribers so that YouTube will help to promote me. And I will talk to you guys later. All right. Have a great day. Be open in your thoughts and learn to think new, fresher, better, optimistic, enthusiastic, childlike thoughts. Play in the energy. All right. Have a good day. Love you all. Bye.